Welcome back to Shaker Up Garage. Chad here, just taking you along for the ride on a job that I'm doing for a long-time customer that I've had. They ended up picking up this car used, and they wanted me to take a look at it and just see what the overall condition of it was, and quote out and perform any repairs that were necessary. So I did that, and one of the things that I'm doing right now is an alignment, so I thought I would kind of show you a little piece of it anyhow, just to give you an idea what goes on here at the shop. So the vehicle that we're working on is a Kia, and this little Kia here, we did a lot of front end work to it. I actually put on new tie rod ends, new lower ball joints, did some front brake pads. In this case, I was actually able to turn the rotors for that customer, which saved them some money there. Later on, we're going to be doing some exhaust work here. That downpipe we're going to be replacing. The flex is blown right off of it, so we'll take care of that. But overall, the car is actually not in too bad a shape. We do have some other things to do as far as like valve cover gaskets, plugs, wires, that kind of thing. But, with all the front end work on it, one of the things that is necessary is to do an alignment. So, I have it here on the alignment rack, as you can see. And, we got the mirrors on all four corners. And then here's the aligner. So after we do a rolling compensation, which is, you roll the vehicle back, then you roll it forward. And when it does the movement, the camera's up there on each side are actually looking at the mirrors, and it calculates how true the car is moving, and it gives you these numbers automatically. So here, you're looking at the front axle right there, and then here you're looking at the rear axle. So we always want to start with the rear axle first, and one of the things you can do is show bar graphs. So what we're seeing here is, back to measurements, we're seeing here is our camber numbers look really good for the left and right, but our toe numbers could be a little bit better. I've already made some adjustments here. I just wanted to show you kind of how we're adjusting that. It also gives you your total toe and your thrust angle. So the thrust angle, is driving down the road, the car, the rear of the car, is the rear of the car straight, or is the rear of the car kind of doing one of these or one of these? So you got to get the rear of the vehicle to go straight first before you can go ahead and adjust the front side, to adjust the front toe or camber, things like that. So let's go to the back of the vehicle, kind of show you what we're doing here. The aligner has a remote control, which is very nice. I'd be lying if I didn't use a little thermal persuasion here earlier in the day. But under the vehicle here, they have adjustments available. So this bar that goes across right here is actually used to adjust the toe on the car. And there's a jam nut there, and then by turning the center link, you'll make that rod longer or shorter, which actually would push right there, and it actually changes the toe of the vehicle. Same thing on this side. Comes in here, same link, going there, and you can adjust the toe of the vehicle. So the toe again would be, if the tire is this way or this way, is your toe. This is a big camber going this way or this way. And as you saw, that was already in specification, so we don't really have to monkey with that too much. So to adjust, you're looking here at the remote pendant, and right now it's looking at camber numbers. So that is in spec, which we already saw. So let's go back and let's change it to the toe setting. There's show bar graphs, and there's toe as an example. You can kind of do it this way too, and you can just look at only the rear axle. So the main thing that we have is our camber numbers here are in tolerance, just slightly out a little bit there and there. The toe on the left side is way out of tolerance, and the toe on the right side is just in tolerance. It's saying the total toe, looking at the two together, is out of specification, and the thrust angle is 0.23 degrees, which means that, it's 0.23 degrees of a thrust angle this way or this way from being true. So now we should be where we want to go. Let's come up here and click on that left rear again. Let's come back around. And see if our remote changed, which it did. So now it's telling us that you're looking at the toe on the left side and on the right side. So this is really just emulating the numbers that we had up, up front, just so you can get a better look at it from the back of the car. Put a little light on here, maybe we can see a little bit better. Grab a wrench. And all I'm going to be doing here is turning this link here. And as I'm turning it, let's take a look and watch that left side and see what it does. It's getting better. And then we'll go a little bit more. And a little bit more. Try and keep my, don't want to go too much too fast. Coming in. Almost there. And we're on tolerance right there. So now let's go over to this side and make the same adjustment here and see if we can bring that side in. So I'm just giving it a turn, and now that side's in spec too. So according to that, both are in spec. So let's go back around to the front and see what it says. There's the toe, nice on that left corner. Let's look at the rear, and there we go. Own specification. So I might still just tweak this just a little bit, kind of get it perfect, if you will. Get that total toe 0, get that thrust angle down to 0, but you can see what we have. If we come back here and look at the front axle, and let's show measurements. Actually, photographs on the front. So I have not done a caster sweep yet, which I have to do, but the toe on the one side is incredibly close, which is amazing because that was purely by eye. And this side was by eye too, but my right eye isn't as good as my left, so that's the reason that's way off. So according to that, the front passenger tire is pointed way out in no man's land. And, I don't know if you can see it or not from this angle, but it is. It's pointed way out like this. The tire has to be turned this way. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you kind of some of the alignment work that we do here. Obviously we do, steering, suspension work as well, ball joints, tie rod ends, you name it. We do all that and, everything else too. So give us a call at Shaker Up Garage. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.